Hello drummers, and welcome to your Sound Innovations book lesson on page 8. So again, make sure you have your drum pad all put together, make sure you have your sticks, and make sure your book is turned to page 8. Remember, do not move on to this page until you get good at the pages before it. This page, we're introducing some stuff where it's going to start making it a lot more difficult. So really take your time with this. We are getting into something called eighth notes. Oop, hang on, let me get this page down. There we go. Now let's try it. Eighth notes. They look like that. And they have the stem going between the two notes. Now each note of those gets a half a beat. So there are two of those within one beat. And we have a saying for this. Ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. So if you look at this eighth note, ta-dee. The ta is always on the beat. Ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. And if you listen, here's quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. Now I'm going to add in eighth notes. Ta-dee, 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 ta, 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 ta. Ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. The ta saying the same speed. Ta, 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 ta. Ta-dee, 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 ta. So if we look down at number 16, I'm going to take a second and go through this carefully with you. So you'll see those four sets of eighth notes together. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. So if we look at that, so it's going to go rest, because we got a whole rest in the beginning. Rest, 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 rest. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Okay, this page is going to take some practice. Don't feel like you're going to get it right away. And if you need, you might have to come in and ask me during band time. That is fine. I can spend some time going over this, and we will get to this. You're getting to this a little bit quicker than the wind player, so we don't always cover this stuff in band as quickly. But if you're having any trouble with these eighth notes, please come and ask me or send me an email, and I can always do a quick follow-up video to help with this a little bit more. But you always say the word ta-dee. Ta for the first eighth note, D for the second eighth note. So here we go. Let's look at 16. Really make sure you come right along with what I'm doing, and this will help you out. So here we go. 16. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Rest, 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 rest. Ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee. Rest, 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 rest. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta. Please pause the video and practice this. Back it up and play along many times. Eighth notes are essential. You need to really get good at these. Really need to. You cannot move on to the next page until you master these, because it's only going to get more difficult. So really take your time on this. All right, let's look at number 17. We're not going to worry about the repeat in this one. Just do it through once. Here we go. 17. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, rest. Ta, rest. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, rest. Ta, rest. Ta, ta, rest. All right, let's look down at number 18. This is our first song in the book. We've got a new term here. A phrase is a musical idea. So it's kind of like a sentence in a paragraph when you're writing. So Ha Cross Buns, the melody is ta, ta, ta. That's the phrase. A phrase isn't just the ta, ta. You got to get that last one in. Ta. That is the whole phrase. So a phrase is a whole musical idea, kind of like a sentence when you're writing things out. So the first song we're going to look at here is Hot Cross Buns. So here we go. Play the snare drum line, which is the top line. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, rest. Ta, rest. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, rest. Ta, 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 rest, rest. Ta, ta, rest, rest. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 ta. That takes you through Hot Cross Buns. Now, I want you to practice the bass drum part of Hot Cross Buns, which is that bottom space. So it starts with 3 half notes. Remember, the half notes are ta, ah. So here we go. Let's do the bass drum, the bottom line part of number 18. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ah, ta, ah, ta, ah, rest, rest. Ta, ah, ta, ah, ta, ah, rest, rest. Ta, rest, rest. Ta, ah, rest, rest. Ta, ah, ta, ah, ta, ta, ta. And that takes you through both lines. Remember, rest, rest for your half note rest. Ta, ah for those half notes. All right, let's look at our 4th note, number 19. Number 19. The reason some of these songs sound a little funky in their title, like our 4th note, is a lot of the wind instruments are learning their 4th note of the instrument. You don't have note names to learn, so you don't need to worry about any of that stuff. That's why your rhythms get harder. You're seeing 8th notes way before the wind players because they have to worry about notes and rhythms. You just have to worry about rhythms. So your rhythms will get a little more difficult a little more quickly. All right, our 4th note, number 19. We've got paradiddles in here. So watch for those. Watch for those. And we've got the 8th notes. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta-dee, 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 ta, 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 rest. Let's try that one more time. Here we go. Number 19. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta-dee, 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 ta, 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 rest. And that takes you through all of 19. Again, pause the video, back it up if you need to. Take your time with it. Take your time. Each song, you're noticing, for the most part, is getting a little harder and a little harder. Here we go. Number 20, Scaling the Wall. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 rest. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, 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 rest, rest, ta, ta, rest. Ta, 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 rest, ta, rest. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, rest. So lots of little accents. Make sure you hit them a little bit harder. You got the toddies for the 8th notes, you got the tas for the quarters, and the rest for the rests. So really watch out for those. All right, number 21. This one will feel pretty easy compared to the other ones we've been playing, but here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, rest. Ta, 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 rest, rest. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 rest. That one probably felt kind of easy compared to the other ones. Some of these you might find you get through them really quickly. Some of these you find you might have to go through them 20, 30, 40 times. That's okay. If it takes you 1 time to get it down or 100 times to get it down, it doesn't matter. Just each time you practice it, just keep getting better and better. That's all. It'll happen. The more you practice, the more you'll get better. Here we go. Number 22, Scaling New Heights. You'll see my bottom line's cut off. We're only going to do the top line. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 rest. Ta, ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 rest. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, 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 rest. Ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 rest. Now you'll notice they throw some toddies back to back in there that may catch you off guard a little bit. So take your time. It's a theme I'm saying through a lot of this. Take your time on this one. Don't rush through it. All right, so that concludes all of page 8. When you are good at this one, you can move on to the next video, which would be for page 9.